more games. Try and reach 3.8 if we can. So we've won like 8 games. We probably lost around, let's say, a similar amount, maybe. So assuming we've played 16 games, we need 9 more games to potentially get into top 500. I've noticed there's actually a lot of Doomfist players in this leaderboard. He seems extremely strong right now. Same goes for Widowmaker. Seems extremely strong with this 2-2 roll lock. And then Doomfist is obviously strong because Sombra got nerfed. He got some bug fixes. He's pretty OP right now. I mean, he's always been OP, but right now he's on another level, to be honest. And May is pretty popular in NA server. That's interesting. Doomfist is extremely popular in Asia. Wow. Doomfist in 2-2 is just crazy. Fletter. See what this guy's stats are. Fletter is a player from the Seoul Dynasty in the Overwatch League. Then the combined thing is interesting because Anna is the most played in combined. Strangely, so she's still a strong support, even without goats being so prevalent, or obviously being removed. But I'm very I'm actually not that surprised that Doomfist is so prevalent in the top 500. I mean, there's nothing you can do against him, to be honest. If the guy is really good at Doomfist, then there's not much you can do against him. If he's bad, then obviously you're going to outplay him. But if he plays correctly, then there's not much you can do, really. I mean, his strongest counter was to go 3 DPS or 4 DPS, and that's obviously been removed, so what can you do? And obviously Sombra was never a counter. I mean, that's kind of a misconception. Sombra does not counter Doomfist. I mean, in a way, yeah, she can nullify his abilities. But here's the thing, if she chooses to focus on Doomfist, then she's not providing value to her team. Like, she needs to babysit her supports, basically. And she has to basically wait for the Doomfist to engage. She can't play on her own terms. It's basically still playing on the Doomfist terms on when he chooses to engage. So yeah, Sombra is not really a strong counter, and that's obviously been proven by the Overwatch League. Like, you see this in Overwatch League. Doomfist players, they play Doomfist into Sombra all the time. It's not like they swap off just because they see a Sombra. Am I even live? Let me check. I'm not sure if I started my stream. Yeah, I'm live. It's raining pretty heavily here. We're getting some really strange weather here in the UK. Like, a couple of days ago, it's super hot. The hottest day we've ever had since like 2003. So the hottest day for 16 years is like 38.5, I think, degrees Celsius. And now it's gone like kind of cold for summer. It's not cold, but it's like around 20 degrees Celsius. So I don't know what's happening here. Like, it's not even this country, just this country, it's other countries as well, having strange weather patterns. So, is it global warming doing this? I don't know, but I mean, I can't complain about it. It's like I enjoy the hot weather, so I can't complain. But obviously, global warming does have very negative effects to our ecosystem, geological system, and yeah, things are in a strange climate right now, especially with the UK supposedly exiting the EU on October. But I mean, they've said that so many times. They've said we're going to exit for sure this time, and then they don't go ahead. Like, just stick to your what you say. If you say we're going to leave, then leave. Don't be a coward and just not go ahead with it at the last moment, you know. But I feel like Boris Johnson is, I don't know, man. He's a smart guy, but
Hello, Tim.
maybe he wants a no deal Brexit. I don't know. The thing with the no deal Brexit is, in the short term, it's definitely going to have bad effects, and I can actually compare that with roll queue. Like, roll queue is kind of like Brexit. People are thinking it's going to be really good when they voted for it, and then they find out actually it's not as good as they thought, and it has a lot of downsides, which they never fully explored. You know, people need to see both sides of the argument, not just say, "Oh, roll queue is amazing; it's going to solve everything." It's not. It's not going to solve everything.
Go point, wait a point. Come up here, guys.
Zarya is high energy. Almost have my ult. I'm just gonna wait for them.
I'm gonna do this.
No. Damn, that shield. That shield literally just saved the McCree. I mean, Sigma is kind of good in that sense. He can shield in these kind of clutch situations, which other people can't do. He's very good at shielding in like these high threat situations, like a Pharaoh barrage. He can excel in these situations. I'm just gonna wait here, let's see what happens. Ooh, that was not good.
Fine. Just die
That was not good.
Last one.
Results. I'm gonna go bait.
But we're in on fight territory. Hammond has ult, that should help us. If he uses it, that is. Is he gonna use it? Okay, Hammond is just gonna save his ult.
Alright, let's just reset.
Knock down. KO.
You almost have 6 shots.
Yeah.
Fitting flux isn't quite ready yet. My ultimate is charging.
My ultimate is ready.
Okay, we can engage
That was
with.
it.
Just go straight to point, and Hammond, use your ults on the point. No! What?
Nice move, Hammond.
Did I not just get Lucio's thing? I thought I had Lucio's health boost, but then the Rhine still killed me.
Score 1-0.
Let's just keep this copied.
Nothing's gonna stop it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Capture.
Hello. Hello there. KO.
God's sake, man.
Defeat makes me stronger.
This Genji is really good.
Enemy turret ahead. Enemy turret area destroyed.
How many times am I gonna get pulled? Beep 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 beep.
Hammond, I need a scope. Wait, let me get the turn.
How do I miss that? Anna, what? Unbelievable. What? Again? I just go over the head. What? Why do I keep flying over the head?
I'm not.
Flux is upon us.
Ooh, this Genji man. He's carrying.
My ultimate is ready.
That was unnecessary.
Yeah, let's pick it up.
Experiment is ready. Time. Activating the barrier.
Man, I have no idea what's going on here. It just feels like I can't control my character.
Play of the game. Epic.
Yosh.
Yosh. Nice, 3.8 now. I think I should probably restart my game. I'm feeling a bit of lag. Wow, Toxic Stacy in my stream. I did not have my eye on the chat. Yeah, the PTR SI is not accurate. It's kind of I think it takes a while for it to like what's the word? For it to figure out where you actually should be, and also the amount of people playing in PTR makes it inaccurate. Just gonna check my ping is okay.
The necropolis.
Seems okay. How are you doing? How are you, Stacy? I need to watch your stream. Very, very entertaining streamer. Actually, you know what I want to do is I want to see another movie with you guys. That was really cool. Using that remote desktop thing to watch a movie online, and you can just talk about the movie. It's kind of like being in a cinema, but in like a virtual cinema. It's weird. But yeah, PTR SR is not accurate, but I still want to try and get to GM and get to top 500, hopefully. I saw that Mei is doing very well. Mei. I guess Mei is kind of meta now. And Fitzy is still using Sombra pretty well. It's interesting because he said Sombra is not viable now. I personally think she's still viable. Like the nerfs weren't massive. They were just like 1 second less on the hack, which is kind of huge. But I mean, she still has her uses, you know, against Wrecking Ball, against Doomfist. She's not hard counter, but she is a soft counter. Like if she can outplay the Doomfist and the Wrecking Ball, then she can work. Oh, he's maining Sigma. See what Mei is doing. Private profile. So far, I have to be honest here. I don't believe the role queue is going to solve very much. I haven't felt like the games are massively better in quality. I mean, I don't know how you qualify better, but they haven't really been more enjoyable as such. I mean, what they should have done is they should have given you this thing where they make you have at least one of each thing, or at least two of each thing. So, no, actually, what they should have done is they should have limited you to two of each thing. I mean, that would have been better. Is they don't lock you into a role specifically before you join the game, but what they do is once you do join the game, is you get to choose a role. That would be much better. And then whoever is first to lock into the two things gets to play those things, but they limit it to two. I mean, in a way that could not have the advantage of having the role specific thing, SR. Let me just check if anyone is actually watching my stream. So I need to use my phone to actually look at the stream. If I use window mode, then it can give me FPS drops. So let's have a look. It doesn't look like anyone is watching. Is anybody here? Let me type it. I'm guessing no one's watching. Which is fine. I mean, I don't care too much about my viewer numbers. I just enjoy streaming because then I get to have that record
Now entering
video.
Temple of Anubis.
I can export it to my YouTube.
Select your hero.
So I just like having the record.
Stop them.
You know how the Americans say for the record. I never understood what they mean by that, but I guess it means. I think it means like what I'm saying is just to put things straight for like future reference. Is that what it means? I don't know. For the record, they usually use that word when they're annoyed about something. But yeah, Americans have a lot of strange phraseology. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna try and play super aggro, and let's see if it works. I mean, it can fail very horribly, but it can also be very powerful to use this hyper aggro position. The main risk of doing this is
What's up, team?
not being able to go back to my
Hi, team.
team. If I get trapped in that doorway thing, that really sucks.
Hello.
That was pretty nice.
Yeah, push. Thank you.
Help.
I might have killed you.
Oh,
Where is our heals?
where's the Genji?
Ash main,
Can you
careful.
put a shield more in the front?
Yeah, no,
Oh, no.
we're trying to watch your back. We don't want to push too far up.
No! We had no heals for like 10 years.
Supports are down.
Holy shit.
Like the Moira was just
Yeah, I was trying to block the Ash as well.
doing
man.
God
She
was not.
killing your team for me.
God knows what she was doing.
Yeah.
But
Moira, try to watch her Zen a little bit, man. Like,
our Zen died somehow.
That wasn't her fault. It's fine.
It was definitely your fault, man. No, I'm just kidding.
Objective lost.
Can we break shields a little bit quicker as well?
Yeah, I'll focus it.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure. Oh! Oh, thank you, Sigma.
Genji's discorded.
Break shield, break shield.
Yeah, I'm focusing.
Push Zarya, kill Zarya first.
Zen's alone. Good job.
Done.
I almost
KO.
grabbed.
KO.
We can grab Doom. Grab the Doom ulti.
Yeah, we can do that. You know what? I'm gonna chill up here.
Ash is on top.
See if we can get anything done.
My
Fuck.
ultimate is almost
Keep backing, keep backing. We can grab Genji.
Yeah, back up,
Wait,
back up.
Zarya, careful, Zarya, careful.
Okay, I'm using ult now. Use your ult.
Big.
Respect.
I'm not gonna use it.
Push Zarya first. Nice.
Respect, nice. Coming.
Should I solo grab Genji?
If you ult, then you can.
Whoa! Did not see that Ash.
I got no more
I
reels.
should have actually waited.
Trying to alone.
Go back
Swinging
again,
for grab. I'm gonna ult.
Grab. Easy.
Got it.
Yeah, using so much ults. Nice trends.
I just got it.
Man, this is so laggy right now.
Ligma.
I literally can't control my
Yeah,
aim. Wow, my team is playing so aggressively. What? It's lag.
They have hog now.
It's like he's just sucking up my punches. It's not.
Shut down.
Should I play super risky here and try and go for the Ash?
Yeah, they're all left.
Back up.
Alright, back. We're actually
got your
fine.
beacons.
We
I got Genji.
Nice, perfect. We're fine.
We got him.
Okay. Couldn't see you, sorry.
Back up, they have hog now. I'm breaking shield.
Fine, man.
Sigma's one.
Ana low, Ana one.
Oh, and a low.
Hot one.
Shut down.
Sigma one.
He's one. Sigma one.
I have ult against him.
my ultimate is on.
I have friends as well.
KO.
Switch to Genji.
I have almost grabbed.
They have McCree.
I have my meteor strike.
Yeah, I have friends.
I have ult.
Big.
Push up.
Hog behind, careful.
Get back a bit.
What is he doing?
I have meteor strike.
Actually, she's so nice.
Holy, what
Hey,
the
wait,
hell?
ult?
I have ult.
What was that?
Yo, Doom, let's combo next fight.
Yep.
Push a bit. I want a bit of charge.
This Discord on the left, Genji.
You can ult now.
It's a big grab,
Okay, never mind.
Free. Back up.
Fuck, I'm listening.
This is fine. I'm coming back.
Huge carry, man. Huge carry.
Oh, okay. They use Nana.
Yeah, so have friends as well.
Kind of hinted there though.
We have Trent.
Stop me.
Not to be
Okay.
academic, but I believe that one would call
And I'm behind.
Where did that Sigma go? Oh, he died?
Hanzo main?
He just... How did he die? Does his
Oh,
explosion
no.
things do self-damage?
Let him in, let him in, let him in, let him in.
Hanzo, careful, Hanzo behind. Those up top behind.
No!
I have grab.
Almost ready.
Yeah, I have a meteor strike. They're probably gonna go ball now. Nice. That was the most aggressive I've ever played on this
Should we
map.
rerun dive on attack?
Score
Or we go the same comp?
1-0. Switching sides.
I'm gonna try and go for my famous diagonal punch.
Oh wait, sorry. Did you want Sigma?
I don't know.
Oh.
Do you want to play dive?
What's up with these guys
Oh,
naming
I
their
kind of like spam some Sigma here. If you want
their
to go, I
names
don't mind
after the
Sigma.
actual hero?
I know.
It's kind of lame. Like,
I'm going to play Zarya.
I just kind of feel
I mean,
like
I get why they do
spam
it
the
is
shit out of
they
it.
really like the
Let's
hero,
practice
I don't know. Zarya,
but eventually
Diva,
they
or
get bored.
Winston?
Zarya is
With
pretty
the hero.
good, man, and you're doing a lot of damage. So
And it's
I kinda
like-
it. It's your call though. You play honestly. If you want to play Winston, you play Winston, dude. I'll throw a shield up for you and stuff.
It's
We can
kind
try
of
that if you want. Actually, I could throw a shield up.
not very
And you
unique.
could dive on top of it. Let's
I mean, I've thought about naming myself Doomfist just because it would be fun.
probably not gonna work, but it'd be cool to see what happens.
But it's like, I don't know, man. I want to preserve my identity.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Consider only victory. Make defeat an impossibility in your mind.
I really like these subtitle things, and it gives you such huge advantage. If you actually pay attention to it, you'll see things that you never would have heard, like a Reinhardt charging
Let me go
from
first.
really far away. Oh, so close.
Bastion, I'm kind of fucked.
Okay.
Maybe
I'll
we
throw
should just
shield,
go straight to
at
point.
10. I'll throw it up anyway.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
gonna this. I'm going to play Hog.
Bastion dead. Oh, they have a mercy. That's not good.
I'm an on that.
I take it on the chin.
I feel like maybe we should just go
Should break shield, I can hook Bastion.
straight to point.
I can focus on.
Why am I real, dude?
Oh,
Max almost.
we got the Bastion again.
Mercy's gonna try and rest.
Mercy is this for
You know, you're right. Yeah.
I got one.
Big. Okay, the res though. Try to tight. I'm coming
Did
back.
you guys see that
I am pressuring them.
huge diag? I'm just gonna keep killing this Bastion. I don't care how many times they res him.
Got one.
He's not gonna.
Michael the Bastion.
I'm gonna start pushing.
Oh, nice job. I'm close to fence. We almost have blade as well.
Go.
No.
Really?
Oof, if I had landed that punch on the Sigma,
Oh, I should have used that way earlier.
would have been pretty huge.
My work is not done.
Fuck.
This is the thing with Doomfist is a single punch can make or break a fight. If you miss that punch, then
We did push the Bastion.
What the fuck?
at least I built my alt charge a little bit,
Oh, I didn't see the
and I got the Hammond to
Group
waste
up,
his
group
ult.
Defeat makes me stronger.
So we can basically get a free push
Guys,
now. Hanzo might have ult. Ooh,
we
nice.
got a pick so you can push, bro. You should push. Come and blow. Never mind. Nice pick.
Oh, that sleep, man.
That good for the mercy.
That was a good sleep.
Gonzo, Gonzo.
Not good though, we used all our
Careful, Willow, careful.
ultimates.
Missile me, missile me.
Mercy one, mercy one, mercy one.
Mercy one.
Fuck, dude, the tracer and the Hanzo.
We probably
I don't
should
want
focus
it,
the
For like
Hanzo.
a wrist or something might work a little bit better. I don't know.
Oh, I don't play Risk, so dude.
Zarya's good, Zarya's good.
No one can hide.
Just chill, just chill, just chill.
Push, push. Kill the Sigma. Zed, go, two.
Behind.
I see that. No.
I'm in this door. I'm healing. Nice job.
Nice.
GG.
GG, boys.
Play of the game.
Dracarys. If anyone watches Game of Thrones, then can they tell me what Dracarys means? Does it mean burn them? Or something like that? Burn my enemies. Kind of sad that Game of Thrones is finished. I was rewatching Daenerys' speech in the end of season 8 before she gets killed, and her speech is really impressive. Like the way she acts it. Emil Clark, I think is the actor, and she basically had to learn like 2 completely different languages just for the scene. I mean, the Dothraki language and the Unsullied. I think they have their own separate language, right? And she basically speaks them in a way that is so convincing. Like you would actually think this is a real language, this made-up fictional language. I mean, I wonder how long it took the writer, what's his name? George Martin, I think is his name. He had to invent his own fictional language. That must have like taken ages. I mean, I know that in it's been done before. Like people have made up their own languages, but to this extent, like where you have a full speech, and they probably have to ensure that everything's accurate, right? Like if she's saying the same word in the language twice, then you can identify what that word means, and it has to be consistent. Like they can't just let you talk nonsense and pretend that this is a new language. Like people will figure out what they mean. So yeah, that's the thing that I find most impressive about Game of Thrones, and even Lotter or Lord of the Rings, not Lotter. That's kind of the abbreviation for it, but J.R. Tolkien was the author of that novel, and he had to make up his own language for the Elvish people, the elves, and probably like some other language. I mean, there's so many different races in that book. Like you have the dwarves, and they probably have their own language. You have the hobbits. I don't know if the hobbits speak English or like what their native language is. And then you have men, and then you have orcs. I don't think we ever see the language of the orcs. Like, is there an orcish language? And then you have Sauron and like Saruman and Gandalf and all these wizard people. I mean, I don't think Sauron is a wizard, is he? I think Sauron is like a descendant of a god or something. At least that's what I got from reading the Silmarillion, is it? It's like this prequel to Lord of the Rings, and he's basically, I think the name of the thing that he came from, the like deity, like this deity called Melkor, is it? And then Melkor created Sauron, so he's like this deity kind of. But anyway, I'm probably boring you fine people with my analysis of these fictional worlds. But I do find it interesting. Game of Thrones was interesting for a lot of reasons. For me personally, it was probably just the whole fantasy element of it. Like, there's a very big portion of Game of Thrones that appeals to people because it has this whole political, its own political, like, war, and basically what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of politics in Game of Thrones. And if you enjoy politics in general, you will enjoy Game of Thrones, even if you're not into fantasy. But I personally didn't find that very interesting myself. I found the whole thing with like dragons and magic, and that's the kind of thing that I find interesting. And then there's a huge amount of like gore and violence. And that to me doesn't feel very interesting to watch. Like, it feels like violence has been overdone in recent media, and it doesn't have the same effect. Like, if you keep watching a really violent thing happen on TV over and over again, then it doesn't have the same impact. But then Game of Thrones did have some extremely disturbing scenes, to be honest. I mean, I feel like it didn't need them. It didn't really do anything. Like, it didn't really further the plot in any significant way to graphically show you these things that it shows you. I mean, people probably disagree with me, but I genuinely believe Game of Thrones is one of the most disturbing TV shows I've ever watched. And the reason it's so disturbing is it's not because of the fantasy element, it's because some of these things are based in actual reality and history, and things that actually happened in the past, like 1,000 years ago. That is what I find disturbing about that show. I mean, when I think about the olden times and history, I feel like we have so much better lives nowadays. Obviously, we have computers and stuff, but then I think, like, do we actually have better lives than what people used to live? Because yeah, people back in the olden time, they didn't have as good medicine, they didn't have computers, they didn't have nice houses and things that we value today. But did they need those things to be happy and to live comfortably? I don't think they did. I mean, the thing about happiness is it's relative. It's relative to knowing what you had and what you could have. Is like, it's not based on your possessions, right? Otherwise, people in the older times would be unhappy relative to what we have today. They had nothing, like they had to sit on a rock, and they didn't have comfortable beds, and they had war and famine and everything. I mean, war is not even that old. We had wars very recently, and people in these third world countries still experience the kind of living conditions that we had in older times, maybe in even worse conditions. But can they be happy at times? I'm sure they can,
5, 4,
even under very difficult conditions.
2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Anyway, I'm going to try and focus on this game.
Payload.
Ooh, there's a Genji somewhere. God's sake, man, I dodged that. I swear I uppercut that and then the sleep still hits me. This is something I still struggle with, is going against Bastion pirate ship. Even having reached Master, I still have no idea how you counter this. It's like unstoppable. I guess we just have to overwhelm them. Like, we just have to synchronize. And synchronizing with random people is very difficult, because it requires you to trust people. And even if you are in a group and you trust people, it's still hard.
Captain Amari, reporting for duty.
What I'm going to try and do though is focus the healers, because
Wait, mate,
Bastion
what you
cannot
say
stop
to
me from killing the healers, right? What? That lag, man. If it wasn't for that lag, just at the second that I was going to punch Diana, she would have been dead. Like, lag just stopped my mouse
Are we
from
throwing? What?
moving.
I don't know, guys, I don't know.
I don't know about it, you're
What are
solo
you doing?
dying on Orisa
You
like, all the
keep
time.
ending on
You're
Orisa
solo dying
instead
on
of
Orisa, you
Bastion,
fucking
dude.
piece of shit. I'm trying to win this game and you tell me
We're
you
also
fucking
trying to win
die
this
on
game. We
Orisa,
got
you
bladed in the
motherfucker, we
back
have
line.
Doomfist. What do you mean?
You can't
Poke
just
the
walk
shield,
into a
bitch.
Bastion in Orisa.
Poke the shield,
Sure.
retard.
We are...
Bastion
This
dead.
lag is really screwing me up.
That's just because they're for pagans.
Poke the
not for you
shield,
to do
poke the
anything.
shield.
Carry fist. Watch. My slam didn't go off, thanks to the lag.
Meteor strike.
Anna, can you nano me next fight?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, try to rescue, bro.
Oops, Starfinger, low.
Nano Doomfist right now.
No immortal, no immortal.
Big answer.
That's Bastion dead. Orisa one. Orisa dead.
Me too, that's all.
Genji one high ground. Genji one high ground. One HP, 1 HP, 1 HP.
Wow, I'm on fire?
Genji high ground with Ana.
I had no idea I was doing so well.
I'm pulling the Genji.
Hold on.
Monkey one. Monkey dead. There is a rogue in the high ground. I'm gonna pull the hog.
Genji one, I got.
Yeah, Bongo. Let's go. Push.
See, at least I
Monkey can die.
provided some distraction for my team. And that is what you need to do with Doomfist, is even if you die,
We have dragon.
you
Use
still
the
need to
dragon,
go
use
in
the dragon. When I tell you, I pull, okay?
create a distraction.
You ready? Like Overwatch League, dude. Just not here.
Oh, my bad. Fat fingered it again. Lol.
No wonder.
Yeah, I didn't mean to.
Then you use the dragon when I tell you. He used the
He
dragon.
said he didn't mean to. You speak English, bro. You speak English.
What?
Genji can die.
Why did I get the ground slam instead of the aerial slam?
Genji can die.
Man, that sucks. Just got to take the high ground here. Gonna try and go.
There's a hog going high ground behind you.
What? Oh my god. What?
Hog going left.
I cannot
Somebody
move.
gonna do-
I can't move. First my slam fails to hit the Widow. And then... Man.
Kill the hog. Genji can die. Hog is low. No heal. Behind you, okay.
And a ding.
30 seconds.
Go back. It's okay. Nice trans, go to payload. Go with set.
Break one. Break on the
And
left.
Hanzo. Twice. I've got him down to like 1 HP.
Heal me and we win. I kill the brick. Okay, 2 people only on the pay. Forget about it.
And now my keyboard fails to
Bad
move.
DPS, unlucky.
It's winnable though. Well, it was winnable.
Next time try to swap the Batiste. Like, it's fucking useless. Just play Batiste.
Yeah,
with
I
Batiste.
cry all game. Where? I cry all PTR game.
I literally
Where?
can't queue any
I mean,
other
I know
role.
you come to the PTR to throw, but...
I literally cannot queue any other role.
To attack. Select your hero.
Bro,
I know,
use your
it's
ears,
hard for a
open your
person like
ears.
you to
Do you
come on PTR and
understand
try
the
to play a
English
decent game.
language?
Dude, can't you play Ana? Just go Ana. Simple. We can win. If they have Ana and you play Baptiste, we're gonna die.
I can. What?
What, dude?
I can't play Anna, friend.
Fucking one cat.
You know how people are saying that PTR is like this wonderful place where no one argues and everyone's really happy?
Only through conflict.
I'm kind of starting to doubt that. I don't think roll queue solves the things that people think it will.
I get big angry on PTR. Oh no!
It is sad to see a place that might have known peace.
My mental health.
And it's not like we've even lost this game. I mean, it's winnable.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
My team is having like this
I
mental
don't
breakdown.
reckon I'm a toxic guy. This guy is just not being very nice, being aggressive, you know. That is my favorite term in English, in the English language.
2, 1. Escort the payload.
Payload moving out.
Goes behind.
Just trying to sneak up behind them.
Ball is behind still.
What?
Is in the right room? Right behind us.
Accepting the number.
I have a sick idea right now. I'm gonna try and dive to that roof. See if I can get a good slam. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna try this one more time. Oh, did you see that, guys? Did you see that? Oh yeah. What a slam, man. What a slam. I hope I get the play of the game with that. That was just crazy.
Thank you. Thank you.
The diag and then the slam and then the alt.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Nope. Just wait for me to get back, then you can nano Doomfist.
Is this dress shield?
Get ready to nano Doomfist, Anna.
Dress shield.
Right now, right now, right now.
Oh. Zen may have got a nano boost. Real Baldwin in my game.
Help! What? What? Why is my team not healing me? So I get 2 arrows from the Hanzo and then just a random... Jesus Christ. It's like 5 of us against 1 Hanzo and... I don't know, man. I'm speechless right now.
Honestly.
Can Nana do this? Next way. Nana me right now.
Vanex, easy bolt.
FG behind.
Anna top left, behind. We're losing these fights that should be winnable. I'm not sure how we're losing them.
Why is the payload stopped?
60 seconds.
What? I'm stuck. And I missed a break. What is going on here? Push the Anna, push the Anna. How long does it take to kill this Hansel man? I used like every single ability on him. Still survives. And why does the Anna? Jesus.
Fire one.
Zari's at 100 charge. We need to wait for Zen and then we push. Don't push now. Zen, you're gonna push and just go straight to the payload. Okay, go payload, the payload.
There's a Genji behind.
Help me, help me. Unwinnable.
GG's, good effort, guys.
GG's, please.
But at least I got a nice clip.
Learn English before you argue with English people. Thanks.
Hopefully it's play of the game.
Play.
No! How? Really? They give the play of the game to the break when she's just swinging her flail? And I do some super high skill move and it doesn't get play of the game? Really? Wow, I only lost, like, not very much. I need to save this clip as a highlight. Oh, it's the wrong one.
I'm on fire. Anyone?
This was the clip with the insane diagonal punch. Insane slam. Insane rollout. Watch this, guys.
Meteor strike.
Oh, I didn't capture the next bit.
Meteor strike.
Not bad. I think I'm gonna save that. But I'm gonna take a short break. Be right back.